this just feels right. It feels right. He's back. He's back. It's one-timers. He's back again. This is pre-recorded. I will say that. So if you're here watching, there won't be too much interaction with chat, but that's okay. That's right. It's the first one back. Sorry, I've been away. All right. I'm a young guy. There's life. Okay. I got school and other things I got to do, but we're back. We're locked in now. We're locked in. Welcome back to One-Timers. This is fun. I'm really excited for this because today we got a big report. Oh my God, dude, this is crazy. This happened today, my first day back. The Flames are going to be calling the Golden Knights, and Rasmus Andersson is going to Vegas. Of course, Vegas cheats the system again, and they get another stud defenseman. I've been trying to keep up, trying to figure out what this deal is. If I'm looking down, so my phone's there, and I'm trying to find it. Trying to find if there's more details coming out on that trade. I haven't found any yet. That report came out 2 hours ago. Oh, here we go. Here's the trade details from Frank Serv. Oh my God, I can't pronounce his name. It's French Canadian. I'm not good with those. Rasmus Andersson and 50% of salary will go to Vegas. Interesting. Okay, this is a lot. Zach Whitecloud, a defenseman from Vegas. Okay. A Vegas top 10 protected first round pick. Wow. A 2028 conditional pick, rights to defenseman Abram Weeb, conditional 2028 with first cup win. So that second round pick can become a first if Vegas wins the cup. Calgary owns Vegas, 2026 first, could be 26, 27, 28. So depending on that cup win, Calgary or Vegas, I don't know which, get to pick which first round pick that turns into. If it's 28, 27, they get to pick which first round that comes into. But it's a big trade. How does that change up Vegas? Let's pull that up real quick. Let's get this Vegas Golden Knights roster. Vegas Golden Knights. Let's pull it up. I'm sorry. I know my background's a bit skew, all right? Jesus Christ. You don't got to judge a brother. Brother's just, living his life. NHL.com. Let's look at this roster team. Golden Knights, we already know they got Jack Eichel, Mitch Marner, Mark Stone. They already got the big guys, Barbashev, Dog. So I'm looking at this defensive line now. I'm not going to pull it up on screen because that's going to take more time. Let's just be real. Let's compact with one another. All right, let's just talk. Zach Whitecloud goes away. That's fine. Shea Theodore, Braden McNabb's still there. Noah Hannifin's still there. That's the three. And now Rasmus Andersson comes in. Now you have a core. This is – dude, that's a good defense. It was already good before. It's really good now. You just swap out Zach Whitecloud. I don't know. This Vegas team, they were already my pick to come out of the West. You guys know that. They were already my pick to come out of the West. I feel much more confident in that pick. Now, a lot of people are saying this is a good trade for Calgary because Rasmus Andersson hasn't been playing that great. But what did we learn from the trade of Seth Jones? What did we learn? You don't judge a defenseman on a bad team. If you know he's played good when the team was good, he's probably still good, right? He's not aged out or anything. So I think that they're going to be getting one hell of a defenseman over there in Vegas. But now I have something more fun. I wanted to do this, and we have done it finally. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a committee for the pod. Other people that are students of the game, that love this game, have come together and have created the list of the top 12 teams in the NHL. The top 12 this week. I want to give a shout out to honorable mentions for this week. It's based off a grading point system. There's 5 people in this committee. If you believe you should be on this committee, please reach out to me via Instagram. We drop my Instagram up here on the board. You can follow me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM saying you deserve to be on this committee. Show me a little proof. Show me some puck knowledge. And then we can maybe get you into that committee. But the way this works is you put your number 1 through number 12. First place gets 12 points. 12th place gets 1 point. Second gets 11. Third gets 10, right? Counts down. Each person submits their list and the points go individually. Now, by the end of it, the max points you can get from someone is 60 points. That puts you automatically unanimously first. And we add up your points, and that makes our top 12. So our honorable mentions for this week are at 13, the Pittsburgh Penguins just missing out on the list. A lot of guys, it was interesting when we had a little talk about our list. We were like, oh, Pittsburgh just missed. Oh, Pittsburgh just got into mine. They were so on the fringe. For a lot of guys, it was hard for us to get them consistent, but they just missed out. They come in at 13th, 14th, our last honorable mention. They only got one vote, but they're still ballers. Utah Mammoth. That could be someone's love for the Utah Mammoth coming out there. But here we go. The number 12 team in the NHL this week. We're not saying how they only played this week. Who we think, as currently constructed, who are the top 12 teams in the league. At number 12, the San Jose Sharks coming in with 7 points. On that, maybe next week I'll start doing their average position on the board, right? Because I know a couple guys, including me, did San Jose in our top 12. So San Jose does sneak in, getting 7 points there. Coming in at number 11. Some people might say this is disrespect. And I'll tell you, we're just not full believers yet. It's the New York Islanders, though. Number 11. They've been dogs this year, but dang, that kid Matthew Schaefer. My first podcast on here literally talked about, this kid's really good, but I don't know. I don't know. He's been playing good. He can't keep this up. He's kept it up all year. What an animal. Number 10. Coming in at 10. This is very tight, by the way. When we're about to go from number 10, 9 through 6 is very close. But number 10, the Edmonton Oilers coming in with 17 points. And together for Edmonton, you have McDavid, you're on the top 12. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how the rest of your team's playing. You have McDavid, you're on the top 12. Even we know Draisaitl's taking that week of absence, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. It doesn't matter. You have McDavid. So they come in at number 10. Number 9 with 20 total points. The Montreal Canadiens. Montreal coming in at number 9. I'm going to tell you that's a fun team to watch. If you're not watching Montreal, they're my favorite team to watch. A lot of people's favorite team to watch, San Jose. Nope, mine's Montreal. And they're putting together wins with it. Demidov, Animal, Nick Suzuki, Dog, Cole Caulfield, fun to watch. Dude, they're just so fast. That's what gets me is those first 2 lines they have. They're not the most physical. Like Nick Suzuki will put the body in, but they are so quick. They're so good with their hands. They're so good on their blade. It's ridiculous. They're going to be scary to deal with. I think next year. I think next year is when they're going to start trying to push deep into the playoffs. Number 8 with 26 points, the Detroit Red Wings. The Detroit Red Wings been amazing this season, better than anyone else expected. I think that's why they're down here at 8 because they're better than we've expected. I don't think we view them as a contending team, really. Detroit, sure, we know the superstar Patty Kane, the Dog, but then you look at the rest of this team. It's a good team. From top to bottom, you have the speed. You have guys on the Olympic roster. You have a guy that missed the Olympic roster, which that's a hot take, which I was very surprised about, which we'll talk about Olympics next week so we can get closer, start building up. Let's keep NHL on one more week, Come on. But they've been a lot of fun. They've been a lot of fun to watch, but they're starting to creep down. That goal differential starting to not look so good. Number 7, with one more point than Detroit at 27, it's the Buffalo Sabres. What can you do? Last 18 games, they're 16-2. I'm not a believer in them. I didn't have them very high up on my list. I think everyone had them very similarly on their list, around 8. 7, 6, that area, that 3, as you'll see with the 6, 7, 8 are very close together on their tiers. I love Rasmus Dahlin, Tage Thompson. How can you not like Tage Thompson? How is he not one of the most fun players to watch in hockey? Dude's an absolute animal of a being. But it's been good team play, very good defensively. That's been what's gotten me. They don't give up many goals. And sure, maybe if you're not the best scoring team, if you don't give up a lot of goals, you don't need to be the best scoring team. That's the issue that we're seeing with the Panthers, who's not on this list. These lists had to be finally submitted right after the 9-1 loss. So there's some people that had them on their list that had to take them out. I'm not going to name who had them on their list, but had to get taken out. Coming in number 6 with 31 points. That's all I'm saying. The 6 through 8 was very tight. It's the Vegas Golden Knights on 31 points. Vegas, this is before the trade of Rasmus Andersson, which I think some of us might even bump them up 1. Maybe they'll get up to 5. but 4 or 5 is also extremely tight. But Vegas, you have Mitch Marner, the guy that carried Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews has been getting hot, so that take's not looking as good. But still, he carried Austin Matthews. He carried the Leafs. It came back down against Toronto. Mitch Marner, he's the guy. Here's my thing, right? This is what I think with Vegas. Everyone's talked about how bad Vegas has been this year. They're first in their division. They have the 6th best goal differential in the NHL, and they're going to make the playoffs, and they're only going to get better from here. If they can stay healthy, of course, but that's for everyone if they can stay healthy. But they will only get better from here the more they all play together. That's what I think terrifies me about that Vegas team. Number 5, and we had a tie for 4 and 5. The committee had to come together. We had to make a tough decision, and we decided who goes where. Number 5 on 40 points, the Minnesota Wild. The Minnesota Wild, Quinn Hughes, Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Boldy, who's out now. But all those boys down there in Minnesota, I mean, being a top 5 team in the NHL, it's still insane, right? I mean, I guess, it is. This is a very competent list, all right? This shouldn't mean more than MVP or Cup being on this list. No, I'm kidding. But number 5, solid team. They're fast. They can skate. That's what we're seeing this year. It's a bit different this year. A lot of these teams are really good skating teams, not as much physical teams, all right? Now, we got a couple of physical teams coming up, but you've seen on this list has been a very good skating teams coming up so far. Number 4, also on 40 points, but we chose to put them number 4, the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, that's a bit more physical, but another really good skating team. It's also helped that they've been pretty healthy this year. I think that's, I don't think anyone on that would make this list if you go, all right, everyone's fully healthy right now. Who goes where? I don't think Carolina is number 4. I think they're up, but I think they're 4. You still got the Panthers that would come into that conversation going up there. Back-to-back cups, getting Barkov and Chucky back, Gadjevich coming back. There's a lot of guys that they've been out, but let's not talk about the Panthers. Jesus Christ, not even on the list. Here we go. Carolina, yeah, great year. You beat the Panthers 9-1. I know the Panthers. I've been poor this season, right? To beat any team in the National Hockey League 9-1, especially with Sergei Bobrovsky in net, who's been terrible this year. He's at .87 save percentage, but we know how he treats the regular season. But still, 9-1, a remarkable year by them so far. If they can keep this up, they might have to be second favorites coming out of the East. Which I think if you told a Carolina fan, though, if the Panthers were going to be this depleted and they were only second favorites to come out of the East, they'd be disappointed. Number 3 with 52 points, very close between 2 and 3. 52 points, the Dallas Stars. Dallas, what can you say? Everyone's already said everything about them. Everything's there. Goalie, defense, goal scoring, playmaking, skating, physicality. It's all there. They just got to put it together. They have to. I think they're 2 if this Dallas team won a cup 3 years ago, I think they're 2 on this list. But you can't keep losing in the playoffs. And another issue is I think 3 of the top based on our list, we know 3 of the top 5 teams in hockey are all in one division. I think which 2 teams are coming. If you watch hockey, if you watch this, you probably watch hockey, so 2 teams are coming. And number 2, this pains me to say, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning are the second best team in hockey, man. When you win 11 straight games, I think they're on 12 now. They might have lost. I'd have to double check. But they were on an 11-game win streak when this was as of the recording of this. How do you not justify? I mean, that Nikita Kucherov once again quietly putting together like 1.4 points a game, I think right now, just quietly doing it. Which I think we're underestimating what 1.4 is because Macklin's over here in the high 70s right now. McDavid's been insane. The kid has been insane. That's still a crazy season. So, and Vasilevsky's found it. He's finding something again. He's getting in the rhythm of it. That's what terrifies me. And number 1 on our list this week, the Colorado Avalanche. unanimously number one with 60 points. That means all 5 put her number one. They all put her number one. What can you say? It's a wagon. What can they not do? They skate better than everyone. Okay, they skate better than everyone. They're just as physical as everyone, right? They're defensively as solid as anyone I've seen in the league this year. They are good at understanding they need to sit back at times and maybe we're not going to get the puck. Maybe we're not going to get the puck. Sit back at times and just go, wait a minute, guys. Let's just skate the puck out. Like, they'll literally do it. I've watched them do it against the Panthers in person. They'll just skate the puck out of the zone and go about their day. Skate the puck out of the zone, go about their day. They've been utterly ridiculous. It'll only get better and better for them from here, and that's what scares me, is that they will only get better because you have to think. In the early part of the season, you don't care about your wins or losses that much, right? You don't want to be like 0-10 because you're building the chemistry. You want to see the chemistry there. They haven't had to build chemistry, though. They're a well-oiled machine that just needs some new oil, and the trade deadline's coming. They're gonna get new oil, right? It's like the Saudis coming in and they're buying everything up. Now, I don't know exactly what Colorado's gonna get. There's a guy in New York who we're gonna talk about who isn't re-signing and called Artemi Panarin. I could see that being a possibility, by the way. Which I think for the rest of the league, that's a pretty scary thought if Artemi Panarin is a Colorado Avalanche. But he also doesn't fit in that system very well. So that'd be interesting. We'd see how that goes. But, yep, that is our top 12 of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment. I want to do it more. Maybe in the future I'll get graphics up for it. I'd like that to be fun. Let's run it down one more time. 12, San Jose. 11, New York Islanders. 10, Edmonton. 9, Montreal. 8, Detroit. 7, Buffalo. 6, Vegas. 5, Minnesota. 4, Carolina. 3, Dallas. 2, Tampa. Number 1, Colorado Avalanche. Now, we talk about the NHL now. Okay? Let a depressed Panthers fan talk about his Panthers. We're not that depressed right now. We won 3 of our last 4. All on the road. Pretty happy about that. When you lose 9-1 and one of them doesn't feel too good. One thing I want to say is I love every guy on this team. It's nothing personal. I love all you. Carter Verhaeghe has to get traded. I'm done. I'm done with him. If you watch the games, he's terrible. He doesn't fit the team. And he's not good enough to play on a team where he doesn't fit in the team. He's not physical enough. He never wants to just tap someone on the board. So that's big in this team. On this team, if you can get a free hit, and I'm not talking about laying a guy out, but like just body-to-body contact. If you get a free one, you have to take it. Because that's how you win in the long run with all these dumpings. Because then they're going to be set up for that hit, and then bang, then you leave one. Or maybe they don't want to get hit. They start falling away from it. You bump into them, you take the puck. Carter Verhaeghe's scared of contact. He's getting $7+ million. Get him gone. Find something else. I was thinking about going through the NHL and finding a trade for Carter Verhaeghe. You know what the issue is? I can't really find one. I can't find one. Because you can't send him to a cup team. A cup team's not going to want him. Maybe. But a lot of the contending cup teams don't need another goal scorer right now. Maybe in a couple weeks' time they will. I don't know. It's not looking great. Not loving it. Not loving how this looks with the Verhaeghe. A lot of fans, disagree with me. They think Verhaeghe is it needs to stay. He should stay for the rest of his career. I strongly disagree. I don't think he's that level of player. I think he has been carried by Alexander Barkov, which a lot of players in their career can say that that's happened to them, and that's okay. But you're starting to see the absolute flaws out of him as a player. And I think that's a huge issue, is that these flaws are so dramatic. He's a detriment to this team defensively and in the neutral zone. Offensively, he's still fine, right? He's still what you're getting out of him. You're never getting 40 goals again, but 25 to 20 to 28 goals, you're going to get that out of him every year. Now the rest of this Panthers team. They are so injury depleted. It hurts to watch. You're missing Kulikov right now. You're missing Seth Jones right now. Need both of them. I need Kulikov playing with Petrie because right now we have Balinskins playing with Petrie, and Balinskins is not made to play with Jeff Petrie. Jeff Petrie is an older guy who wants to be with the puck in the O-zone. He's not the soundest defensively. Kulikov is. Kulikov's very sound defensively. That's why we all loved Kulikov. That's why we hope he comes back as soon as possible. And then Seth Jones being out, that hurts. It just hurts. He's a stud. He's a stud. He's your first power play guy. I think he should be your second power play guy, but he's your first power play guy. Yeah, so those are just going to compound when I start going over the forwards. Brad Marchand's out. All right, that's big. Matthew Tkachuk's out. That's massive. Alexander Barkov's out. That's massive. Panthers fans know this. Jonah Gadjevich is out. Now you might be going, Blake, Jonah Gadjevich? Jonah Gadjevich is a tone setter on this team. He's one of the reasons you see the Panthers be so physical because Maurice likes having his fourth line out there. They play 12 minutes. The fourth line plays 12 minutes. That's 12 minutes of hitting. Him and AJ Greer on a line, that's what you want because AJ Greer feeds off Gadjevich because Gadjevich is the one who wants to throw the hands. Greer can. He doesn't want. He's not his number one option, though. So we're missing a bit of that fear factor right now, I think. I think the fear factor is missing for us. Hopefully we get healthy and we can bring it back because sorry about that. My mic muted. Jesus Christ. I just named 6 guys out injured. And I mean, they're all extreme impact players. None of them are late line players. That's what scares me a bit. So hopefully we can figure that out because what's in goal is scaring me right now. In goal is Bob. Sergei Bobrovsky. And this is why it scares me, right? People always talk about, oh, Bob, he's just sitting for the playoffs, right? He rests and doesn't play as good till the playoffs. He's in a contract year, though, right? This is a contract year for Bob. $10.5 million he's getting this year. As right now, he will not be getting that next year. That's scary. When your save percentage over halfway through the season's at .875, I'm a bit worried. And Tarasov is not the guy that can get you to a cup. It has to be Bob. It has to be Bobrovsky. And there's just certain things going in. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, how are you letting that in? Now, the defense has screwed him over a lot. The defense and the offense, they've screwed him over. They've been turned the puck over at bad times, out of position defensively. They're giving up easy one-timers. But there's been some saves where I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? That fourth goal against Carolina, I threw up. The puck was going off net and he tried to catch it. It was coming. The puck was shot this way. This chair's the goal. He goes like this and he brings his hand out to catch it. And he knocks it in. What? My Bob doesn't do that. I don't know about you. My Bob doesn't do that. Your Bob might do that. Mine doesn't. I don't. Guys, I need mental help because this is really hurting me. Everything I'm saying right now is really hurting me. Panthers are not too far of a playoff spot, but the issue is that we're out of a playoff spot. All right. The first episode's a short return. We talked about the Rasmus Anderson deal. We've talked about the Panthers. They're still making the playoffs, by the way. We did our top 12 teams in the NHL. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. I've been Blake. Of course, as you saw, go follow me on my social. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I'll see y'all.